Congratulations, Dan. Once again, after I read this, or before I read this, what I'd like to say is that, and it's not in this combination, but I'm clearly going to state it here, is that Dan was selected as the Robbery Investigator of the Year for 2007 by the State Association of Robbery Investigators. So let's give Again, that's a great testament to Commerce City PD, the quality of officers we have here and detectives. Dan was awarded this in Glenwood Springs a few weeks back, and if you want to see his plaque, it's permanently plastered to the wall in his work area. We cannot remove it, so it's up there. But anyway, I'd like to read the details because I think it says a lot about Dan. On August 27, 2007, officers from the Commerce City Police Department responded to 6565 East 73rd Avenue, Key Bank, on an aggravated robbery. Detective Dan McCoy was assigned the case and learned that the suspect displayed a cut-and-paste note to the bank teller demanding money. The suspect took over $2,000 and left in a white GMC Jimmy, which was recently stolen. Detective McCoy worked the case along with other detectives from the Rocky Mountain State Streets Task Force. Detective McCoy learned that the suspect in his case matched the description of a suspect in 4 other bank robberies in the Denver metropolitan area. He learned that the suspect, one of his MOs, was handing the teller a cut-and-paste note and used recently stolen vehicles to flee the area after the robbery. Other reports revealed that there had also been a white Ford Ranger pickup in the area of a number of these robberies. However, even with this information, investigative leads were limited and the case became cold. Over 2 months later, on October 30th, 2007, Detective McCoy and another detective happened to be driving in the area near 72nd and Magnolia. At this location, Detective McCoy noticed a male leaning against a white Ford Ranger. This individual also matched the description of the Key Bank robbery suspect. Detective McCoy watched the suspect follow him to a house on Oneida Street, and after a short surveillance, he believed, he was very sure actually, that this was the suspect in the robbery. When the individual exited the home and drove away, Detective McCoy asked our good officer, Dave Munoz, to make a traffic stop and try to get a positive identification. With the information provided, Detective McCoy and detectives from the Rocky Mountain State Streets Task Force were able to obtain a federal arrest warrant for his arrest. Detective McCoy did an interview, an interrogation, which ultimately led to this guy confessing to 2 out of 5 robberies, including the Key Bank robbery here in Commerce City. Dan, you brought credit to this agency, to your fellow detectives here at Commerce City PD, and for your attention to detail, patience, and teamwork, you're hereby presented a letter of commendation.